Okay. Um, this is the first entry in my video log for my independent project for one. Uh, Basically, I've been avoiding starting the video log because I really thought I had to have more started before I started these, but I'm actually missing a lot of really interesting things by just waiting. Alright, so it's the 26th now. On January 14th, I went to the SAT down the road. It's a gallery that uses technology. They have a big dome and a panoscope. Anyway, I went for a workshop on this infrastructure called Spin, and it looks like it's going to allow people to develop immersive 3D art experiences. It's basically like a 3D world, for lack of a better word, that you can input sounds, you can input viewers, you can input things. And I've been playing with the idea for my Independent for creating a robot. I'm going to create an underwater robot that is going to allow me to play with the ideas of telepresence. So the robot is not going to be the artwork itself, but it's going to be the eyes of the artwork, and viewers are going to control it from a couple feet away and look into a screen and see through its eyes. But that's not really where I see the project ending. Like, ideally, I would love to see the project where there's a robot in water somewhere across town, across the world, whatever, and people either dial in or go to a website or come into a physical location, get in front of some sort of sensor or input device, see the robot's vision, and then kind of manipulates the robot around. So that's sort of where I am now. So I went to this spin discussion at SAT, and I found out that they have this huge 320-degree dome. So it's a dome that goes to the horizon and then down a little bit more to almost encapsulate you. That can hold about 400 people. They also have this thing called a panoscope, which is a full 360, so a full landscape, full around you type thing, but it's about like half a circle. Like, if you had a full sphere that encompassed you, you cut it in half and just had the lower half. That's what the panoscope is. But it's kind of neat because it shoots a picture around you, and it only fits 1 to 2 people, and it really is, you're immersed in the environment. So for my robot, I was thinking that if I can get access to the panoscope, sensors, and spin, I could actually have a robot controlled, let's say, in Newfoundland, in a body of water that I see fit, connected to the internet, and I could be standing in Montreal in the SAT in this panoscope, and I would be surrounded by the vision of the robot. And my motions, let's say with a Kinect, if I was standing in front of a couple of Kinect sensors, my movement, which you can't see because I'm holding the camera, my movement would actually cause the robot's perspective to move. So that's really gotten my attention. So I've gone to a couple seminars with them, and I've put in some inquiries because there might be a chance that they can help me with a larger project for my thesis. So we'll wait and see about that. Last Friday, the 20th, I actually got into contact with Lynn from TAG at the Hexagram. And what TAG is a series of game developers who are working independently to develop art games, artists interacting with games, basically taking the idea of gaming into the artist realm, but also into the future. So they have immersive games, they have dance-based games, they have a variety of things. And Lynn was showing me these pools that she has access to in Paris, that they're going to be doing an installation in where they have to develop a game for inside the water. So just as an idea, I sort of tossed it out there to her that wouldn't it be great if the pool were filled with like these robots, and like they either had to make their way through the space or they had to do things, but it was based on people's perspectives from outside. So it'd be a telepresence game where people are standing somewhere else, are seeing the vision of the robot, but the game is actually to make these points of view or these robots or these perspectives to interact and to complete tasks and things. So I think there could be something there as well, but again, I don't know if anything's going to come of that because my projects are a little bit more DIY and a little bit more in my head, because they have the sort of expertise, and I'm just sort of the crazy guy who goes and asks strange questions. So I'm hoping that something works out. They do have some meetings and things that I do plan on going to. I was going to go to the Sanka set last night, but I got distracted by just working and stuff. So I need to get actually more involved in going to tag-based things and just seeing what's up with them. But I'm pretty encouraged, because no one said no to anything yet, and they've actually helped me actually take my ideas of this robot and actually think what the end game could be. Because I've always wanted to use like the design process and develop something and make it so that I implement it in my artwork, and then I have a version that I could show in classrooms. But this is making me think more about the artwork itself, why I want to make it, and then when I rationalize it, I will have a far better explanation for why I would want to bring it into the classroom. Be it to introduce games or to introduce programming. It really could be more specific than just what I kind of came into it with, where I just wanted to make a robot and then explain it later. So I think this is a really good way for me to develop the rationale for why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I've picked up PVC. I'm ordering electronics from Addison. I'm basically still collecting the bits and pieces, but I'm really excited to see where this is going. People have been really helpful and really supportive here in Montreal. I sort of feel the pressure's on me now to make a prototype, think about my ideas, read about it, and actually do a far better job explaining myself to other people than I am now, because I'm just kind of getting blown away by how people are responding to me with just my vague ideas. Imagine if I had a really solid idea behind me. So, goal now is to sort of live up to the expectations that I'm setting for myself. So, anyway, it's been surprising and it's been exciting, but I actually need to build something, or this is for naught. So I'm going to go source some more pieces. All right.